everyone, how are we? I understand it's been 2 weeks since my last video, and that's because I'm going to make a few changes to my scheduling, because now I've got a little bit of content in the channel. I'm probably going to slow it up to maybe a video every 2, maybe 3 weeks, it depends, because I want to take the time to make some actually good quality videos for you guys, rather than just rushing out things that are still informative but not necessarily entertaining for you guys. But I'm still here, that's the main thing you need to know. And this week's a special one, because I'm sure by now, if you've been watching my videos, you understand the fact that I have a 10-mile hard-on for DDP and DDP Yoga itself. And this week, I'm proud and pleased to tell you, will be the unboxing of my DDP Yoga Max Pack that I purchased off the DDP Yoga website. If you don't know anything about DDP Yoga, there's a few good videos you can look at to understand what it's about and what kind of things they do. One of the main videos that got them kicked off, one of the ones that started me, was a very inspirational video about a guy called Arthur, who was a paratrooper who was very badly injured and almost rightly gave up on his chance to be a healthy individual. And the video follows him being found by DDP and his curve to health and how well he gets on. Another one that just recently has come out is a film that's come out, it's on Netflix, called Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. Now, if you don't follow professional wrestling, Jake the Snake Roberts was a professional wrestler and he was a very, very good wrestler. His promos were phenomenal. Now, he'd fallen on hard times, had problems with drugs and weight and the injuries he'd picked up. And again, DDP Yoga really set him back on the straight and narrow. And the film's a really heartwarming thing to watch. You really do get a sense of how much it picks him up and lifts him to a place where he's happy to be again. Before I get into the actual unboxing and what I've got in this box here, one of the things I want to say is if you're thinking about trying DDP Yoga, it is a relatively decent expense. And just like with any fitness pack or kind of workout schedule, scheme or regime, you need to make sure it's right for you. Now, DDP Yoga I think is phenomenal for a number of reasons, because it's low impact, because it can be done by pretty much anyone, because the actual videos are interesting, and for me personally I enjoy it because it's a masculine way of doing DDP Yoga, and for me that's not necessarily the be all and end all. And by all means, if you found something that will keep you healthy, masculinity is not the thing you need to be worrying about. It's your health you've got to be worrying about. But I definitely like that factor. A couple of last things I want to go through before I actually start the unboxing itself is you can get this Max Pack or any of the other DDP Yoga packs, or there's a range of apparel you can get on there. The Max Pack that I've gone for is all of the different DVDs you can get, plus an Extreme DVD, which is kind of like the level up. I'm not there yet, but one day I'd love to be able to get to that stage. The actual cost of the Max Pack that I've purchased is $79.99, which is around about £60 in English money. It's $79.99 in dollars. But one thing you need to remember when you're doing this is if you're shipping it to the UK from the US, you will incur a customs charge, as I'll show on a slide somewhere. But a custom charge from the US will be about £28.40, which is a big investment. It's why I said earlier, if you're not sure about it, maybe try it out beforehand. There's a few ways you can try it out. There are, I think, a few kind of starting exercises on YouTube if you have a look around there. So it's a good way to get into it. Or failing that, if you can find a friend that's already doing it, have a talk with them about it. Maybe they can actually go through, lend you a DVD or stream with you and go through exercise to just get you into it, so you know that you're making the right choice before you lay out the money, because it's a big investment. personally I would say it is well worth it, because for me, being 6 stone down after doing this DDP yoga, it has made a phenomenal change to the entirety of my life just by doing this yoga system. It's a lifestyle change, yes, I'll bang on about that, you all know, but the yoga was the exercise system that helped me open so many other doors to other different types of exercise down the line. I never would have got into my running if I hadn't have done my yoga. My swimming, yeah, I could have done, but it made me so much a stronger swimmer, and just generally, without that weight on board that the yoga helped me get off, opened up so many doors. Anyway, I'm rambling. We need to open a box. Oh yeah. Here we go, guys. So some kind of like American flu gets out here. Right. In here, additionally to the Max Pack, what I have purchased is I've also purchased myself a heart rate monitor, because on certain purchases on the website you get actually heart rate monitors at a lot cheaper price, and this is a really good heart rate monitor. I have used it before, and it really helps you focus down the actual yoga, make sure that you're in the stances correctly, because if you can find out what heart rate you're at, you can find out how many calories you're burning, and what level you should be working at, whether you should be pushing yourself a little bit harder or maybe even easing off a little bit. So yeah, this is really good. Another thing to be aware of is that with the website there are actually a few ways you can get some offers and some money off. There are some codes from the Stone Cold podcast, and likewise for Talk is Jericho, which is the Chris Jericho podcast as well. They're quite often running things where if you click on a link or you have a certain code to put in, it'll give you a bit of money off. So it's worth a look. Let's see what else we've got in here. DDP. There's a receipt. I don't need the receipt. Go away. It comes in a little DDP Yoga Filer Facts. You know what? Like, I'm so disgusted with myself for how excited I am to have this DDP Yoga Filer Packs, but I am. So let's get into it. One of the first things you get here is a DDP Yoga Diamond Dozen workout sheet. Now it shows you your correct form, how you should be doing stuff, and it's really useful in that respect. You can actually have a look and see, like, oh yeah, I have been doing it, but maybe I need to arch my back a bit more on certain things, or bring my arms up a certain way. So yeah, happy days. I have discs 1 and 2, discs 3 and 4, and where are they? The ones that will murder me later. DDP Yoga Extreme. Now, the 1 and 2, if you're going to start into it, these are the ones you'll need, because this has the Diamond Dozen, which is the one that actually teaches you the different moves and how to do them. Beginner, I've never actually heard of. This is a new one. The old set I had were back when it was under a different brand name. So I'm really excited to see what kind of extra stuff they put in. Energy is kind of like the entry workout system. Once you know the moves a little bit, it's the first one to kick you off, the first one to start you burning extra calories. Then you have Fat Burner. Fat Burner is just really good. It's a stalwart workout. It's one that you can keep coming back to. Even if you think you've reached a higher level, you can come back to it and it'll still kick you around. And Stand Up and Red Hot Core. Red Hot Core, I will tell you right now, even if you were dropped into a pit with 3 bears, there will not be a more painful 16 minutes than Red Hot Core. It is well worth it, but it is just, it hurts to cough afterwards if you do it hard. And we all know, you go hard or you go home. This 3 and 4, this is kind of like the next level up. You've got Below the Belt, which is an excellent exercise. Diamond Cutter Strength Builder. Red Hot Core Plus. Oh, good Lord, no. I'm going to have to try this now, and it's going to murder me. Double Black Diamond. Double Black Diamond I have done once, and I genuinely thought I was going to pass out. But as DDP will say, you should always drop down in the safety zone. I'm just very, very stubborn. Also, there is DDP Yoga for Kids, which I actually didn't know, again, was on here. And that's really cool, because I know there's a lot of friends of mine that actually want to get into DDP Yoga, and if they can get their kids involved in it, it makes things a lot easier. I mean, I've got my wife into it now, and it's actually made things a lot easier for me, because we would do it as like a couple's activity rather than something I'm trying to shoehorn in before tea or after tea. So that's 3 and 4. And the Extreme. Warning, you're going to sweat, you're going to curse, you're going to be challenged like never before. This DVD is about to kick your ass. Yeah, I believe you. I really do. One day, guys, I will post a video about this, and I will do it. I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it next week. But I will get there, and you will see my tattered remains squeak out of the other side of this DVD. What else have we got in here? Oh, and another thing in here, with this you get the DDP Fitness Nutrition and Motivation and Fitness Guide. Now on the back of here, I don't know if you can see this, but there is actually a picture of a load of the different people that have actually done DDP Yoga and some of their success stories. And that's really cool to see, to be fair, because there's a lot of really phenomenal transformations taking place. Now, I mean, I know that there's a lot of different places where they go, oh, this was me 30 days ago and this is me now. But a lot of these you genuinely look at and you go, you know what? I think that was a genuine guy that's done this and is better now. Which sometimes you just kind of look at them and go, really? Did you though? Did you though? Or are you a model that's just gained a bit of weight for this advert? But in here you actually have a nutrition plan, which is something, again, I haven't done before with DDP, and I'm going to actually read through this and have a go at it, and I'll probably will do a little bit of a talk about it at some stage, because it's something I'm interested in, because quite often your nutrition is the one thing that you can always keep improving on. So I'll crack onto it and I'll see, and I'll report to you guys about it. So just to recap, for the $79 you get, well, you don't get the heart rate monitor. That's an additional amount of money. I honestly can't remember how much it adds on, but basically you save, I think it's about $20 or $10 for ordering the Max Pack and then getting the heart rate monitor on top. So you get the poster, 4 discs plus the Extreme disc and the nutrition manual. So it's a really big pack. It's a lot of stuff. Now, it seems like a lot of money, but for me, this is an investment, and this is something that will keep me going for a long time. If you think about the hours you can use something for, like, I'm pretty certain that I'll be using these longer than any item of clothing I'll buy for a similar value. Not that I'll ever buy an item of clothing for that amount of money, but you know, if I ever wanted a really fancy pair of shoes, I'm pretty sure those shoes would fall to bits before these DVDs do. And I'm going to get probably a hell of a lot more use out of them. So yeah, additionally, one thing a lot of people have been worried about, including myself, is will these DVDs play in the UK? So if you guys are thinking about getting a DVD yoga pack, here's your answer. In you go, DDP. Here we go. As you can see, DDP Yoga running like a dream on a UK Xbox 360. So, you know it works now. Don't be afraid, guys. There we go. Happy days. So that's it for my DDP Yoga Max Pack unboxing. I hope it's been useful for you guys. I hope that if you're thinking about getting it, it's made you think about actually like putting some action on sorting that out. Or maybe it's made you think about actually taking a bit of time off and figuring out what you're actually going to do with it. But for the most part, that's DDP Yoga in the UK. If you have any questions about the pack, about DDP Yoga that you think that I could answer, feel free to pop it down in the comments below or send me a message. Now remember to share, like and subscribe, because if you have someone who you're thinking might be into DDP Yoga or looking into it, feel free to share them this video. Maybe it'll give them a bit of an idea of what they could be purchasing into and what they can actually be going into. Likewise, if they have any questions, feel free to comment below, ask me anything. Likewise, I will be setting up some kind of a Facebook page for this channel at some point soon, so feel free to smash a question on there as well. Likewise, at the end of this video, I just want to say a few congratulations. I want to say congratulations to my good friend Dave McCoy in Operation Half Dave, who is making good steps in starting back down his weight loss journey and his travel towards better health. Likewise for my friend Mark Pidgeon, Pidge, he again is making really good strides. He's on #PidgeLoss. So if you want to go and check that out there, he's a really cool dude and he's getting on really, really well as well. And likewise to a friend of mine, Hannah Palfrey, who today has said that she is going to make an effort and try and change her life around, and I want to support any actions you make in that, Hannah, and I wish you all the best. And I hope everyone else on my channel the real best. I really hope that you are having a good time, that you're still making positive changes in your life, and if you haven't, remember it's never too late to get back on the horse. Take care of yourself, guys. If you need me, send me a message. Remember, be your own island.